so much. I love that song. And when I decided what I was going to preach about today, I said, well, let's have the children sing that song. So thank you for accommodating my request. I appreciate it. You guys like that song too, don't you?
Yes.
We like adding on
Do you like adding on the song?
Like, I don't know where, like, I think the weirdest things, and I know I have that, but like, I don't know where that came from in my brain. Like, when we were singing, I was just like, why not just add on the phone to call them one by one?
I had heard that that's how you guys sang it in Sunday school, so that's cool, that's fun. Well, today, does anybody know what we're celebrating today, January 15th?
Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Martin Luther King Jr. Day, excellent. January 15th is his actual birthday, so he was actually born on January 15th, but the national holiday, we always celebrate it on the third Monday in January. So tomorrow is the observed holiday. Tell me something that you know about Dr. King. Andrew?
Like studying a lot.
He studied a lot.
Read dictionaries and stuff, learned more words, and became smarter.
He actually had a PhD, a doctoral degree in theology. So he was also a minister. So yeah.
Oh, he's a person.
He's a person, absolutely. Which means he wasn't perfect, right? So he was a person, just like
He was
us.
growing up in a time of segregation.
Excellent. So what do you understand segregation to be?
Well, segregation was when, like, blacks and whites, like, went to different schools, even sat on different benches.
Right. They had different water fountains. So in the South, in Dr. King's time, they would call black people colored or even use the word Negro. I remember when I was in 4th grade, Negro was one of my spelling words for the week. Yeah, isn't that wild? When I was a little girl, they called black people either colored or Negro, and then eventually people started using the word black, but before this term African American. So, Dr. King was fighting for initially just for all black people in particular, for equal rights, to be able to use the same restroom, to be able to sit in the same part of the bus. And there's a famous part of his speech where he says, I have a dream, right? He says that. There's a whole lot more to that speech. We don't have time to get into all of it. But he says, I have a dream that one day my 4 little children will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. What I want to remind you of is that we've all got different skin colors here, right? Yeah? Different hair colors, different eye colors, right? You got on different clothes. Dr. King was not saying that none of that is to be paid attention to. So Andrew's African American, I'm African American. You're white with light brown hair. You're white with dark brown hair. You're white with blue eyes. What Martin Luther King was saying was not that we should ignore those things. The differences in our skin color and in our hair and even in our personalities are all wonderful. What he was saying is that we can't decide that one thing or one type of person is better than another.
Just because
We can't
they look
judge.
different.
We can't judge by the way we look. We have to judge on who we are and how we treat one another and what he called the content of our character. So sometimes people will say, oh, well, Dr. King wanted us all to be colorblind. Well, he didn't mean to say that we're all just kind of one mush-mush. He wanted to say, if you're Latino, celebrate that. If you're Asian, celebrate that. If you're Irish, celebrate that. If you're Scandinavian, celebrate that. If you're African American, celebrate that. Whoever you are, let's celebrate it. But let's not judge each other or make each other feel less than because of it.
Like what they do.
Right. Excellent. So let's remember that we're more concerned, particularly as Christians, right, about who we are, the content of our character. And when Jesus called his disciples, he wanted to set an example for them as to how they were to treat one another. It wasn't just about following all the rules and following the law. It was really important to Jesus how we treat one another. And that was really Dr. King's message as well. It's so important how we treat one another. That the rules of our country, the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, that guarantee equal rights, so God's love guarantees that all are equal in the sight of God. Amen? Amen. So let's head off to Sunday school. Thank you for singing.